if someone came up to you, walked into gym, it's like, hey, I want to compete at the highest level of Muay Thai. Do you even accept those kinds of students? Like you corner
Oh yeah, yeah.
pure Muay Thai?
There's a great amateur show here at WCK, and I've had guys on there, a handful of guys on there, doing Muay Thai. And
Mm.
oh, this is the crazy. Like, I would challenge a lot of people to watch go to YouTube Golden Era Muay Thai and watch a fight, and then pick a winner before they announce it. It's flip a coin. We don't know how they store things. It's so interesting.
Is it the scoring or is it just the back and forth of
I
the
think
fight?
I to see that's what I don't know. They
I'm confused too.
they take things into consideration, like how much balance you have, how composed you are. But are you effective in the clinch? But it's like the things that in the Western world we would analyze as good may not be. It's just it's a really crazy thing, and I wish I could understand it fully.
What was your decision to go into MMA particularly? What did you like about MMA? I know that seems like a general question, but what got you like really fired up and intrigued for that particular sport? And we're gonna go back a second because this is one of my favorite questions to ask. It started off as a joke, but I think in order to fight, especially with all the battles that you had to have some trauma. Like before then, I ask everyone that, and everyone has a story. Everyone's like, "Whoa, I was an angry kid, I got
Uh,
bullied," and
I think I was a better fighter when I felt the trauma that I thought I had. And then when I started realizing my life is good,
mm,
it's all easy. Not the sport, but just life in general. It's like, oh, dang, this is kind of, go to work, pay some bills,
mm.
go to the beach. And things, it's like, oh, this is easy. This is a nice little cushy life. And then I just got too real comfortable. To answer your trauma question, I think maybe I had a little bit, like there's a reason why I moved. I grew up in South Dakota, and when I was 14, I moved in with my oldest half brother in Carlsbad here, and he had been doing jujitsu at that time, and so I we would go to one of his friend's house on Sundays, grapple chapel, and we would train jujitsu. And the main thing that got me hooked on the sport was the camaraderie in that gym or in that garage. And I don't like I'm 0-2 in the streets. I got beat up once in high school, and then I let this guy hit me in college, and I didn't do anything about it. And so I'm not like a fight guy. I don't think there's anything cool about fighting.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But when it came to I had to try to. It was weird, man. My career was weird. I had to lie to myself a lot, get pumped up sometimes. Sometimes I would think, oh, I'm expressing an art. Sometimes I would,
Yeah.
until I got to the point where this is just what I do. It's what I.
Yeah, you were just, I guess it was just in your subconscious.
Hmm.
Like you were just doing it as a habit, and then it's just, yeah, you're right.
And then now that's what. Oh shit, this is my life.
Yeah.
All right, this is what I am. You know.
Going back to it, do you mind asking me what particular trauma you had growing up as a kid got really pushed?
Oh, nah, it's all right.
Yeah.
I have a brother, and he just kind of he got into trouble when I was a kid, and one day, I think that sort of thing puts a cloud over the house, and then my parent, just everything in my life just had a cloud over it when I was in South Dakota, and I was going to be going to high school, and then I was going to be going to high school in my brother's shadow, where he, caused a little problems and had a reputation already, and so that was, as I don't think that that's too bad of stuff, but I remember taking it real hard,
Mm.
and so I held on to that a lot, I think.
Yeah. So when you were going into MMA training, did you just like the training itself, and then you just, I guess that's the path, right? It's almost like, okay, you start training, let me see what I can do with this, and then you go into competition, and then all of a sudden you end up like as a coach somewhere, right? That seems to be like the the
Right,
trifecta.
yeah.
Start a gym somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Would you say that's pretty accurate in your journey, or was it like just because you were in that environment, it kind of led you to just stay within that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The 100,000% product of my environment. I was like, when I was in high school, I was only around, I didn't have friends. I had, a couple of friends, shout out Willie, but like I had one friend in high school. And then I had these 6 or 8 mentors in life who were fighters. And so that I spent most of my time around these people. They looked after me, helped me through things and out of things. And so I just followed the path that they were creating. And man, it's nothing like trying to really crush your friends and then having some food later.
Hmm.
You know?
Right, exactly. All those chemicals are running too. That has a big part of it.
Oh yeah.
You're doing something hard, and then you're actually just growing. It's not like, kind of, maybe this might be like a bad comparison, but then, you work out, you do the same things, but then you feel like you're growing when you're doing martial arts just in general. It really is a good addiction.
Yeah, it is. I think that the certain things you can sort of maybe only learn through athletics.
It's true.
Pushing yourself, being mentally strong. But then when in combat, where you're literally trying to survive, you don't have a chance, but you still have to give everything that you've got. I think that that's what makes the training special, is that these people around you are gonna extract from you everything that you have for your betterment and for theirs.
Sure.
Say,
Yeah. I mean, everything's transactional, right?
mhm.
It's just not like a one-way streak. Um, how much do you think now, looking back at it, hindsight's always 2020. Do you put your identity still on fighting? Because a lot of high competitors do. You seem to be one of them. Like I said, you've been through wars. Justin, Ronda Rousey. How much of an identity now? Because it's kind of like playing basketball, right? Like Kobe said it once that he was a basketball player, and then all of a sudden some athletes can't handle that, like they have a tough time. It's almost PTSD, to where I put my life into this. Justin even said it actually earlier. Justin J. Phil Flores, he said that I put my body into this, I put my life into this. How much thought do you put in that identity, that fighting identity, looking back at it now?
For me, I like at this point in my life, I would say almost none. When I stopped fighting because I had detached the retina in my eye.
And how'd you do that, Phil?
I was the Holby pads, I think. Yeah, one night I was sitting across from my wife at the dinner table, and like I closed this eye and I could see her, and I closed this one and it was like it was just black.
Oh, she is.
And I closed. Went to the eye doctor shortly after that. And I just there's a number of reasons why I stopped. I have enough respect for the game to know that I wasn't willing to work hard enough to achieve what I wanted to.
That's such a big self-awareness key. A lot of people, I mean, I respect that, because believe it or not, a lot of people aren't transparent with that. It's not so much that they're not aware and they don't want to admit it because they're like pussies or anything. It's just because, again, going back to the identity thing, it's like, no, it's like another person talking, and it's like a split personality. It's like, no, I'm doing this for what they can't. It's hard for them to hold on, and they do that subconsciously.
Yeah.
Where it's like they're not even trying to act like someone else. They just do it subconsciously because it's all they know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry, let's go on.
No, not at all. And I just after my eye had happened, I was pretty bummed. I sort of thought I was gonna be able to get a couple more. But then being now Coach AJ, stepfather AJ, husband AJ, it's all good.